So it's time for some wrenching self-examination time. So apologies. The content has been like dribble, dribble. It's going to be a flood. Believe me, it will be a flood real soon. So get ready for it. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot, you guys. May not seem like a lot. I'm preparing a few videos today. It will be a lot. Believe me, it's going to be a ton of stuff real soon for everyone. For you, the subscriber, but also the channel members will be getting a lot of goodies coming soon. But let's begin. I want to begin positive that to summarize Nora's video, which was kind of weird. So, just to give the immediate background, Aaron has threatened a lawsuit against Nora. I don't think Nora really responded, or if she did, she was being very esoteric. She just devoted a lot of it to St. Patrick's. Happy, I eat the stew. I love my soda bread. I don't really celebrate St. Patrick's like that. I mean, my ancestry may be Irish. I haven't looked at my family tree like that, so I don't know. I am all for it. Like, yeah, it's great that the Irish people are very proud of their culture. I know many languages, but not Gaelic. So, yeah, that's out there. But I'm aware of the history of the Druids. It's a very Celtic. Yeah, it's a very interesting history and directly tied to this channel actually because Tolkien takes quite a lot from the Celtic myths. So, yeah, everything ties together. So, anyway, so she did mainly a positive video saying, I'm happy celebrating my St. Patrick's. I'm Irish, Scottish. And I'm like, how much is Nora and all these ethnicities? I've lost count. She's Irish, Scottish, Jewish. Yeah, the Jewish one was like, there are Irish people in Britain, obviously, and there are Jewish people in Britain. They are a very small part of the population, especially Jewish people are very small minority. There's this massive book I read on the subject by this lawyer going through anti-Semitism in British history. The thing was like 1,000 pages, but it was informative. It really was like, holy cow, there is a lot of anti-Semitism in Britain. I was like, whoa, I could not believe it. But it's like, yeah, they're a very small minority. So I don't know. I mean, I think technically, Nora for the cure, she's basically Greek. So, could she be these other things? Greek, Jewish, Irish, Scottish? It's possible, but I have my doubts. But let us get on to the more substantive summarization. And this I did find. And by the way, people, listen, I've done so many videos negative about Nora, and I think I provided a lot of receipts. And if you guys think I'm nasty, no, 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 no. I'm still holding a lot back. There is a lot of ugly, crazy stuff, which we will get to. I will give a preview to channel members not soon. I wanna finalize a few details because these are serious charges. So I want to be careful there. But yeah, I'm actually holding a lot back. But anyway, she says she's shifting from the lives. So Nora recently for about, I'd say 9 months, even before her fallout technically with Aaron, was getting infamous for these very long, very, very long live streams, technically devoted to Scientology, really her enemies list. She was going through Rinder, then Aaron, then Jenna. Jenna was also her enemy. People forget that, but she hated Jenna. She insulted and attacked Jenna quite a few times. So Jenna, Aaron, Rinder became the source of her income, and it was like insane. We're talking, what's one of the longest ones? I think like 8 hours. 8 hours. And now she's like kind of whining, oh, people are only sticking around for 25 minutes. Also, there were tons of ads. And her subscribers, because they pay attention to this, they were getting annoyed. They were like, okay, the hour an hour, but could you not have so many ads? So it was like, this is what it was. It was a grift. And apparently she's like, it's not working anymore. Because it was working, because these things were lively. I mean, we had like thousands and thousands of people when these things were premiering. So she's all like, oh, it's not working. Yeah, okay, revisionism in history again with her. But apparently she will switch the formats. She will do lives for her other channels, the Murica and Gen X. But for her main What's Up with Nora, it will mainly be shorter videos, but she will be there for the premiere, which I cannot promise because I have to work. There we go. So if you still want to tease Nora or poke the bear, you can show up for the premiere. But I'm guessing her mods are going to block that. So there you go. So, and listen, I get a lot of nasty accusations. I get a lot of great compliments. Don't get me wrong, but I get like these weirdest conspiracy accusations, like me and Ecoplex or TCM or even Knife Order in a weird collective OSA thing to pump out files. And it's like, yeah, you guys are really sometimes overthinking the connections. Yeah, like Knife Order, me and Knife Order have gone back and forth probably the most consistently. And I've never met the man. He's never met me. He seems like a nice guy. And I don't want to burden him even by a visit because he's really dealing with a lot of medical issues. Uh, prayers to God or whatever is out there, the cosmos, karma, that he's doing better, but it can be touch and go. I just find it funny that Knife Order did this thing a while back where he's like, I pray for your enemies, Nora. I pray your enemies win. I'm not gonna lie. I pray for her enemies too because I'm one of them. But being serious, okay. So she's changing the format. I don't think she responded to the lawsuit threat that Aaron put out there recently. I don't know if she's playing dumb or this is related to that. She says she's doing it for her mental health. But with Nora, mental health, and listen, I have a lot of respect for people. I'm one of them. I'm traumatized on many levels. I'm not play acting. I had some very ugly incident with the police. So, and when I have enough money, I am going to sue them. So, trauma is real, especially if you're a minority, whatever kind of minority you are. So, I am very sensitive there. However, I am also with Knife Order. You need to take a lot of responsibility. And he did. He was an addict for a long time. He shook himself out of it. But if people need help, listen, I respect that. Not everybody is strong enough to just power of will change their lives. It's very tough. So, okay, so she's shifting due to the mental health. I don't believe her. And she went a little praise fest for Mark Bunker. I am with her halfway. She's like, he's very sincere and very consistent. No, he is not. But for those who keep thinking I'm an OS agent, now you're attacking Mark Bunker? Oh my god! Mark Bunker does have a lot of credibility. He's done a lot of good things in the past. He's an old school activist. He has been active in anti Scientology for a very long time. Oh, so apologies. I keep forgetting with certain audio programs, I have to speak slowly, or the computer or whatever will misrecognize the voice. Oddly enough, I found that the smaller recorders are a little bit more accurate, even better sound quality, but whatever. So, anyway, depends on everything, the technology. So, apologies if sometimes it gets a little raspy or whatever. So yeah, Mark has been with the movement for quite a while. He has a lot of credibility. I will apologize to him. I thought I was subscribed to him. I just subscribed. However, he is very corrupt because he did win local office, and you think, man, oh man, we got one of our guys. He's going to destroy Scientology, and nothing happened really. In fact, they're commenting on a recent victory that Scientology had. Now, they did get some resistance, like two council members on a recent measure did vote against it. Two members, that's something. But apparently Scientology will win again. So you do have to look back and assess. This is a $4 billion cult. No one person is going to destroy it. That's just not going to happen. But still, the problem with Mark, as well as Tony Ortega and a lot of these people, they do a lot of good work, but it's also very, very corrupt. They just hide and cover up a lot of things. A lot of things. People would be stunned at what's being covered up. And Mark is in cahoots with that. So I cannot praise him all the way. He does very good work here and there, but many things he will not touch. Listen, I understand. The scavenge in that cult, if they get angry at you, if you're like a serious threat, they will pour tens of millions of dollars and destroy you. So I understand at least his hesitancy. I can understand it. I'm not excusing it, but I understand his nervousness with going too deep or too dark. It's way, very, very disturbing. When you get into the real history of all this, the real history of anti Scientology and Scientology, it is much more shocking and dark than you think. However, with Harris Smith Levin, I'm not going to be as much pity. Like, Mark was trying to get Aaron into local office, but he screwed it up with his scandals. So he made Mark look like an idiot. He made Rinder and all the people who supported him look like an idiot. He betrayed all his supporters. They wasted all their time and money trying to get him into local office. Not that I think Aaron would do anything, and he hasn't run since, by the way. He has a lot more money and popularity. He's not running for political office. I wonder why. I wonder why. Because his political opponents would, which he now has, dozens of scandals. They would advertise that all over Clearwater. So Aaron's a coward. Aaron's a piece of garbage. But Mark Bunker's like, I'm staying silent. And I think, listen, I respect people who are silent on many things. Like Knife Hoarder does not involve himself in many controversies. I can respect that. I hope he does, but I can respect that. So being silent about certain things is not cowardice. It's not disrespectful. It's like, I'm focused on this. I'm focused on that. That's not what Mark Bunker is doing. He is deliberately not commenting, not saying things because Aaron would get angry and sick as Clearwater, Farrell, Sharrow, Maryland. They would say, oh, we're going to look at your ossifieds. Mr. Mark Bunker, have you been looking at certain adult websites, Mr. Mark Bunker? What about you, Bunker? What about your ossiphiles? So that is what Aaron is going to do. So he does a devil deal with everyone, saying, if you stay quiet about my crimes, I stay quiet about your crimes. It's a great philosophy, guys. And Mark is a part of that. But it is what it is. He still does good work, so I am going to signal boost. This is a legit controversy, so for the sake of the controversy, I will promote him, but I will forewarn people. And listen, my thing here is tragic that he is a good guy at the end of the day. However, he is very corrupt. And when even the good guy in the room, it's not Nora. Out of these three people, Nora, Aaron, and Mark is the best guy, but even he is very corrupt. And that is the state of the movement when even the good guy is really not trustworthy. And it is up to these people to reform themselves because until they do, it's going to be very hard to have any real anti-Scientology movement because any real anti-Scientology movement is a threat to these people because it will not be corrupt, it will not be compromised, and that is a threat to their status and their income. So they're not going to let that happen, and that is where we are. So we're in a state of paralysis, and will be for a long time, sadly.